Major League Baseball All-Star teams named. The starters. The starters have been named. Of the 9-10 starters, and I'm counting the DH, the 9-10 starters on each team, National League and American League, who's the one guy who shouldn't be starting in the All-Star game next week? The one guy.
Matt Holliday.
St. Louis Cardinals outfield, National League.
Guy hasn't played in nearly a month.
Yeah.
He's playing solely based on reputation. And the guy who should be replacing him, you can probably name a lot of guys who can replace Matt Holliday.
Two right off the bat I can think of.
And this guy, who I'm thinking of, has been in the national conversation for a while. That's why this is so stunning. Why isn't Andrew McCutchen starting?
Oh, he should be.
I agree.
Yeah. Either he, I would put either he or Jock Peterson, the rookie for the Dodgers.
Guy's batting .234.
Yeah, but he's...
See, I did do my homework.
Hitting the crap out of the ball.
But
He's got incredible power.
I would agree.
He's playing for a first-place team.
Who should be the starter? That guy or McCutchen?
I'd put McCutchen in there.
I would too.
Although McCutchen's having a little bit of a down year. He's not hitting with power. He's only hitting like 293 or 294 the last time I looked.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, but relatively speaking, it's not what he usually.
And Matt Holliday, relatively speaking, isn't putting up the numbers that he. But Kipnis, the second baseman,
Jason Kipnis, Cleveland.
If you're batting .341, I'm sorry, you should be starting in the All-Star game, unless another guy's batting .335 and has 10 more home runs than you. At least Omar Infante wasn't the guy.
So yeah, no kidding. So Kipnis should be starting in front of Jose Altuve of Houston, who's starting to come on strong. Led the league in hits last year, and he's raising his average. I'll give you my guy, Escobar, Alcides Escobar.
I agree
the
with
shortstop
that.
for Kansas City. What is he doing in the starting lineup?
But who? I looked at him too, and I was gonna mention
instead.
him.
I'll give you a guy who's been much better offensively and defensively.
But who's been
Jose Iglesias of Detroit?
But much better. Much better?
Significantly better.
But not like McCutchen is to Matt Holliday.
Holliday's an injury thing.
Yeah. But not like Kipnis.
Kipnis should be starting ahead of Altuve.
Yeah.
Stephen Vogt should probably be starting a catcher instead of Salvador Perez.
I won't disagree with that.
Yeah.
Every year there seem to be just head-scratching decisions by the fans. I don't see this year as being much more than what we've seen in previous
Joey
years.
Bats should be starting in the outfield ahead of either Lorenzo Cain or Alex Gordon, two Kansas City Royals. I mean, frankly, if you're asking me, none of these Royals, there are 4 Royals named in the American League, none of them should be starting. On the team, sure, you can make a case that a few of them should be on the team.
I think a lot of times when you look at glaring omissions in snubs, it has to be this huge chasm between two players. And when you mention the Royals outfielders, I don't see a huge chasm between those two guys and Joey Bats.
Should Troy Tulowitzki or Brandon Crawford be starting ahead of Johnny Peralta?
If you look at
deal with them separately, Tulo and Crawford.
I'll only go with Tulo because he's our local guy.
Okay.
Their numbers are pretty much even across the board, except for Tulowitzki's batting average, which is something like 25 points higher. And who would I rather have in the field? I'd always rather have Tulowitzki. So I would take Tulowitzki.
Peralta got in there for the same reason all the Royals got in,
Correct.
because the local fans in St. Louis stuffed the ballot box.
Right.
Brandon Crawford is having a fabulous season for the Giants.
Yep.
And Tulo, I agree with you, is having a better season than Peralta as well.
Right.
So you can make a case that Tulo could be or should be starting in this All-Star game.
But that's a small margin.
Yeah. Not like some of the others we've mentioned.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think Tulo should be starting.
Yeah. That segment brought to you by Shanahan's Steakhouse. We love Shanahan's Steakhouse. The public will tell you it's one of the best. It is the best.